Hi everyone, Ify here. Today I want to show you a fragrance that kind of makes you question all the bad tags that were given to the celebrity fragrances. You know, the fact that most of them smell pretty generic, pretty common, the bottle design, the overall aspect of the bottle looks kind of flashy, and of course the most important one, the performance is mostly bad. But this fragrance I'm about to show you is the reason why we keep digging into this pile of celebrity fragrances, trying to find treasures like this one. Guys, I'm talking about Sarah Jessica Parker's Stash. I know this bottle looks flashy, but trust me, this is the only aspect that matches the bad tags of the celebrity fragrances. This is a unisex fragrance, even though the bottle definitely points out that this is a female fragrance. And I also believe that this is the main reason why this fragrance has remained hidden. First of all, because you wouldn't think this is a unisex fragrance when you see the bottle. I mean, I bought this for Ioana, can you believe it? And after smelling it on her, I realized this is kind of masculine. And then I searched for it on Fragrantica and found out that it is actually a unisex fragrance. But in my opinion, this is more masculine than feminine. But this is definitely not the smell of a celebrity fragrance. I mean, this is much more than that. If you had this juice in a bottle coming from a niche house, it wouldn't be a surprise. And this is so cheap, guys. This is very cheap, an affordable one. And also, the performance is good on this one. So I wanted to let you know before talking about the scent that it's not only just a great scent in here, you're also getting the performance. Okay, so the only thing missing in this fragrance is the presentation. This is an overall a very woody fragrance. Okay, very woody. It has black pepper, but the black pepper here doesn't make the fragrance a woody spicy. It's there, you can smell it from time to time. It makes it a bit more, let's say a bit more darker, but this is not a dark fragrance at all. This is actually kind of a woodsy herbal fragrance. I know herbal comes up a lot in my videos lately, but that's how it is what it is. Now, the fact that this fragrance is so woodsy is one of the main reasons why this fragrance is more leaned into the masculine side. This and the fact that this fragrance has very little sweetness, and that's mainly coming from the grapefruit, which is on top. So you're also going to lose that as the fragrance dries down. Now, what I'm about to say, I don't want to make it sound like this is a clone of something or it was inspired by another fragrance, but for me it reminded me of another more expensive fragrance, and that's from the house of Amouage. It's this one, Amouage Journey Man. I have that in a small size, and I did the side-by-side comparison, and it's like this one doesn't have the woody notes as this one has. This one is more amped up on the incense and tobacco, but I feel like the overall background smelling of the fragrance is similar. So if you do the comparison on the notes that pop up, they are not going to be similar, but the background of the fragrance, I feel it is similar. But again, I'm not saying that you should get this fragrance because it's a clone of this. To me, this comes more like a bonus. And I'm constantly checking up on Journey Man because it is a fragrance which I love. I don't really need it right now, but I constantly check upon it. If I find a good price, I will buy it. But right now, after finding this fragrance, I can say that I don't longer feel like I constantly need to check up on this one. This, for now, fills up my needs. And the performance, guys, the performance on this one, it's just very good. And not only the longevity, because the longevity is not usually the most important aspect, because we search for long-lasting fragrances, but mainly we are interested in projection, because you don't want a fragrance which sits on your skin for 12 hours, but very, very close to the skin, and you can only pick it up by doing this, right? You want it to project, you want to smell it by doing almost nothing, maybe walking around, That's it. And this doesn't disappoint. The projection on this one is very good and it projects for many hours. Overall conclusion, guys, I think Stash by Sarah Jessica Parker is a fragrance which doesn't deserve the celebrity fragrance tag. It's actually even a bit more than designer. It's like a high-class designer. If you smell it blindfolded, you won't tell this is a celebrity fragrance. And if you still want some other reviews, check up on other reviews, because that's what I do recommend. Check on multiple reviews before you finally take a decision if you want to blind buy a fragrance, because to be honest, I don't know if you're going to be able to test this fragrance in a store. So check up on other reviews, because most of them, they will talk highly about this fragrance. So again, guys, another cheap but high quality with great performance juice. That's it, guys. Until the next video, you keep smelling great.